Yesterday we have started the Excel automation and have covered some of the points, but those are not clear. Let's start one more time the same things. So as all of you know, we have 4 panels in UiPath application, UiPath 2. So this is a ribbon panel. This is the activity panel. In activity panel, you have 3 tabs. That is a project, activity, and snippets. We are mostly dealing with the activities only. First important panel, that is the activity panel. And whenever you are dragging any activity in this sequence or any flowchart, you can have properties of this activity. So you are mostly dealing with this first activity panel and this property panel. Okay, so let's start with taking one Excel application scope, because already I told you that whenever you want to get any Excel automation, you are dealing with 2 activities. First one is a workbook activity or Excel application scope activity. So if you want to take any activity related to Excel, you need to just search in activity panel. You can see in activities you have an activity panel, and you can just type EXCEL. When you type EXCEL, you can find all the activities related to Excel. So these are the different activities available with Excel. Now your role is you need to drag any activities. To drag, you need to click any activities. Let's say I want Excel application scope, then just pick that Excel application scope, drag and drop here. So whenever you are dragging and dropping this activity, you can find this property window. Now let's see what I want to do. I want just read my Excel file. So in Excel application scope, which file I want to read, that I want to give the path. So you can directly give the path by putting the path in double quote, or you have a second option that you can just click here, browse for file, and indicate the file which is available in whatever location. Let's say I have file stored in the desktop. So this is the file I have stored in desktop. Let's indicate that one. So that is my first task. Understood? Whenever I am automating any Excel, you need to take one Excel application scope activity from activity panel and give the path, whatever the path available for particular file. Excel file I am giving the path. So already I have created file. So most of the people are confusing which file I should give. Firstly, you need to create file. Already I have created file. You can see this is the file I have created. So I need to give the path of the file by directly giving the path in double quote, or you can directly give by indicating the path. So this file you need to create initially, because until and unless you are not creating the file, you are not able to give the path. So this is the file I have created. Now I think this activity is clear to all of you. Now I want to do some operation on this file. Let's see, I want to read this file. So to read and store the Excel values in particular table, we have a read range activity. So we can do by just putting this read range activity here. So we can read. Now before going to actual this understanding the Excel applications, let's take one use case so that you can understand. Let's imagine the human resource department sent you an email requesting a new report with all employees from the computer department. Now the thing is, let's see, you are receiving one email, and in email you have some data. Let's see, you have data like name of the employee, then department, location. These are the values available with the file. And what you want to send back to company, that the peoples, those are locating in Pune location. Let's see, I'll just add one more thing. This is a use case I want to share you. Okay. So now what we want to do, we want to send the user that the peoples or the employees, those are locating in Pune, means those peoples are living in Pune, we need to send to company. So what is your approach? If I'll tell you manually, what you'll do, I want to send the people those are available in Pune location. What is your approach? In Excel, what you'll do? Anybody? My task is I want to just find out Pune location people.
फिल्टर करेल तिथं फक्त पुणेचं ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट करेल.
Yeah, excellent. So we need to just filter and location we need to put. So you need to just go to filter, and here in location we need to select as a Pune. So manually you are doing like this one. So same option is available with UiPath. There is a separate activity available with UiPath, that is a filter data table. Because already yesterday we discussed whatever we need to store Excel file, we are storing whatever the Excel file that is in data table. Okay, so we need to filter data table. So let's see, we need to store these values in a data table. So to store in data table, what we are using? Read range. So let's see, this is the read range activity. And in read range, what you need to give? You need to pass the sheet name. Let's go to your Excel file. This is your Excel file. In Excel file, you need to give the path and Excel file sheet name. What is sheet name? People are confusing with this sheet name. At bottom, you can find sheet name, that is a ESHEET1. Sheet name is sheet 1. So here we have passed. By default, you can find sheet 1 is the sheet name. And range you need to give. If you put blank, that is double quote, means it is selecting whole Excel file, whole Excel sheet it's considering. So these two activities understood, all of you? Excel application scope and read range. Now we have read Excel sheet, that is a sheet 1, but we need to store that Excel data somewhere. So what we are doing, we are storing this Excel files data in a data table. So that is, we are declaring variable as a data table by putting Control K and name of data, that is read data table. So now what we have done, we have stored our whole data in our data table, that is a read data table. Okay, now your Excel data is available with this file is available in a read data table. That is a new variable we have created, read data table. Now if you want to check whether data we have read from Excel file is available in this variable or not, to check that, what we have done yesterday, what we have done, anybody can voluntarily tell me what we have done yesterday?
Output data table.
Excellent. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. So we are using output data table. This is the new activity we need to use. Okay. All the activities are like drag and drop. So we have taken output data table, and in output data table, we are converting data table values to text values. So to input output data table, always remember, for output data table, input is data table. Whatever data table that is given to input to output data table. So remember well, outputs data table is output data table's input is always data table and output is always text. For all activities, you should remember there is one input value and there is one output value. For output data table, input value is data table and output value is text value. Understood? For all activities,
sir.
we have an input and output. For read range, we have a range as an input and output as a data table. For output data table, we have a data table as an input and text as an output. Now we need to give input to output data table. What is input? We are giving data table as input. Already we have created or read data from read range. That is a read data table. So we can directly give read data table to input as a read data table. And for output, you can create anything. Just a second. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So input for output data table is always data table and output is always text. So you can just create any variable. Just you can create as an output value or output text. Now already you know how to create variable by using control key. We are creating variable. That is clear, all of you. Now to check whether all data is available in output data table or not, we can use message box. So directly you can give message box here, and for message box already we have converted because message box doesn't accept data table value. Message box always accepts string value. Message box either accepts string value or variable value, that should be integer or string. But right now we have a data table value, so we need to convert that data table into text. Already we have converted in output data table. So let's give output of output data table, that is output text. Understood what I have done? I have just given output of output data table to message box. Now we can understand the result. Let's see, I'll run this workflow and you can understand. What will be the output? What will be the output in message box? What will see? Please respond. Maleshwari?
So all data will be in text form.
Yeah, very nice. All the data, whatever we have read in Excel, that will be in a text form in message box. It's taking time. We'll get the results shortly. Yeah, this is the result we got. Now, our requirement is we want the employees those belong to Pune location only. Okay. Now our requirement is we want the peoples those are locating in a Pune location. So somebody told that we can use filter. Yeah, we can use filter activity in UiPath also. So just search filter data table. So you can find filter data table activity. Yeah, I'll use filter data table activity. Okay, so already we discussed we need to provide input and output to all activities whatever we are using. So what will be the input of this filter data table? Which data table we want to filter? Which data table? Already we have stored value in read data table. So which value we need to filter? Which table we need to filter?
Location.
Which one?
Read data table. Read data table.
Yeah, read data table. Yeah, we need to filter read data table. What we need to filter, that is a location. You are correct. But table which we need to filter, because this Excel file we have stored in a data table. That data table name is read data table, and that table we want to filter. Now we have given read data table as an input. Now we need to filter the things. Okay, so which formula we need to use, that is under configure filter. So just click on configure filter. Our input data table is read data table. Output in place of giving here, you directly configure here also. Don't give there. To directly go here. What is input data table? Read data table. If you want to give different data table as output data table, you can give what you want to give, but you need to create variable for that. Just Control K and just give filter data table. Filter data table means whatever we are giving as an input to this activity is a original data table. After doing operation, whatever we are doing here, after performing some operation, we are getting this data table. Understood? So which operation we need to perform? We need column value of our this file, that is locations is equal to Pune. So you can give that assignment. Location is equal to Pune. That's it, nothing. We need to just assign location is equal to Pune. Input is read data table, and output we have created one new variable of data table, filter data table. And just click OK. Understood? What we have done, we have taken one activity that is filter data table, and in configure filter, don't do any modification in other fields. Just click on configure data table, give input table, whatever we have reading data, give output table. If you want to create new data table, then you can create. Otherwise, if you want to do changes in the same data table, you can give output as the same, no problem. But for understanding, we have given separate data table name as a filter data table, and whatever we are doing this operation, that is stored in filter data table. Now to check the contents of filter data table, again you can use output data table. And now here input would be, what will be the input here to check filter data table content? What will be the content? Please let me know. What will the content? Sorry, what will the input of this output data table? Yeah,
filter data table.
Correct, filter data table. And output you can give same variable. You can create other also. No worries. We can give same. Now I will add message box to check. 2 times I'll add message box here that I have deleted, but here we can also add to check here also. We are using same message box. Understood what I have done? Initially, I read just Excel file in read range stored in data table, then check whether our actual data table is there or not by just output data table. Then I just filtered the data table by using filter data table activity. In filter data table, I have configured that filter data table by using input data table. And if you want to store result in other data table, I have created one more variable filter data table and some conditions we have put, that is location is equal to Pune. Now let's check, and that is stored in output data. Let's check the result. Now you can find two message box with two different results. Initially whole result, and second the results with Pune location. So you can see we got first result as it is and second as. Understood? Understood? Now?
Yes, sir.
Now some people will ask, sir, we have just taken three columns, but there are some other columns value are also there. For that, we can remove the columns. Those are not in. If you don't want to include the column, then you can remove here by just adding some conditions. Output columns. How many columns you want to write? You just give the names. Which columns you want, or which columns you want to remove. Here condition you can put. For this, are you clear?
Yes.
Now if I want the peoples from Google, what will be the condition?
Company equal to Google.
Excellent. Company equal to Google. So let's put the same condition here. Will not change anything. We just put in place of only filter condition we have changed, but condition should be perfect. There should not be any gap in condition. Spelling should be correct. Mayur, are you able to understand things? Mayur. Yeah, value, some spelling mistake is there. Mayur, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, are you good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the result after company name equal to Google. So all the peoples in Google, we are received. So till now, do you have any doubts? Please ask me questions. If you are asked more questions, yes, it will be very clear, pretty clear. You know, everything is important. Questions are important. Explanation is important.
सर ते रीड रेंजचं परत एकदा सांगा ना.
Okay, fine. So in whenever you are using Excel application scope, you need to put a read range. Where read range is available, you just go in activity panel. You can see there are 3 tabs available: project, activity, and snippet. You just click activity, go in search panel and just search read range. Read range. After you search read range, you can find two activities available. One type of activity is workbook and second one is a read range. We can use this workbook activities also, but whenever you want to read range activities, Excel application scope is not necessary. So just think, you have, if you use Excel application scope, you should use this read range only. If you don't want to use read Excel application scope, you can directly put this read range. But here, in place of giving path of file here, you need to put here. Okay, so two types of read range available with Excel application scope and separate read range activity. So whatever the path you are giving here, you can directly give in read range only. So directly just give the path and directly here also you can create data table, that is read data table or control K. This way is also working. But since we are dealing with Excel activities, I have used this Excel application scope. Some of the Excel operations are not actually work in workbook activities. There are some of the differences in Excel application scope and workbook activities. For time being, you can use this Excel application scope because all activities are present in Excel application scope. All activities are supported by Excel application scope, but some of the activities are not supported by this read range, that is a workbook type. Now, if I have taken this read range from this Excel application scope, you can find initially this by default. So if you find this read range, initial task is you need to give sheet name. So which sheet name you want to give, which depends on which file you want to read. So if I want to read this sheet 2, I should specify sheet name as a sheet 2. Means my sheet 2 value will be stored in my data table. Since I want to store sheet 1, I have specified initially as a sheet 1. Now that is first task. Then second task, what you want to do? You want to give the range. Range means what? Which values you want to read. For example, if you want to just read this 6 values, then you can give range as a A1 to B3. So here you can give as a, in double quote, you can give A1 colon B3. But if I'll give this read range, let's see the output. I'll show you. Let's see the output. I'll comment other activity and I'll show you what will be the output. What I have given A1 to B3 means my range will be only this one. Now let's see what will be the result. Understood? We have only 6 values: name, location, Raj, Pune, Geeta, Nagpur, only this one. Okay. Now after giving range, third task is you need to create variable. And how to create variable? In out, you can see there is different labels: input, range, sheet name, private, add headers, preserve format, use filter, and data table. In output panel, you need to create variable. So I have created variable by using Control K. By Control K, you can create variable. So 3 things you need to do in read range. And all these, whatever we are performing, you can find this property panel. This is property panel. Range is A1 to B3. Sheet name is sheet 2. Add headers. What is this one? If I'll remove this one, add headers. If I will untick this add headers, you can't find headers of Excel file. Let's see the result. In Excel file, you can't find the result. Sorry, can't find headers. Only the values you can find. Just a second. Okay, so headers will be removed. Its name, location. I'm not sure about the headers, whether any headers are there. So we can remove by using remove headers. Understood read range?
Yes, sir.
Just a second, I'll blank and then I will do this output. I'll remove this one. So 3 important points you need to put in. Read range. First one is the range of your Excel file. Second one is the range of your Excel file. And then output that you need to put as a data table. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So any other doubts? Karishma Wabde, do you have any doubt? Payal Patil. Filter
No, sir.
activity understood, all of you? Filter activity.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.